And so for everyone watching, can y'all please introduce yourselves? Let them know who you are.
My name is Mojo.
And I'm Flow.
And we represent Save the V.
All right. And so today, again, you're here as representatives for Save the V. What exactly is the Save the V movement, and how did it get started?
Well, Save the V is an extension of the Inspire Network campaign, and pretty much what we do is expose the harmful chemicals and the dangers that are in our sanitary napkins and tampons and what they're causing.
Okay. So I did some research and I saw the term toxic menstrual products. But for everyone watching who isn't familiar with that, what exactly are the toxic menstrual products, and how do they affect a woman's menstrual cycle and overall reproductive health?
Well, tampons, store-bought pads, for one, the Diva cup, or any kind of cups.
Question: what is a Diva cup? I've never.
It's the soft cup, just different. It's like a cup that you kind of fold up and it goes in you, and it's a little bit more safer than the tampon because it's not that nasty cotton sitting directly on your walls.
What?
But it's not as safe as it really sounds.
Yeah, but
it don't sound safe at all.
If you do your research on that, it is some women coming up with infections from that because you do have to clean it properly. You gotta make sure when you pull it out it's proper.
Yeah, you can't be lazy with that.
That gotta be on point.
Yeah, and it's like a cup of blood. So depending on how you moving, that blood is going back into your system. Yeah, so I don't know.
It's really pointless.
But yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff that that is causing the
situation.
Yeah, the cramping, the infections that we have, the PMS, all the hormone imbalances that women go through. It's coming. A lot of it is coming from what we put in our mouths and what we put down here too, because it's all going in our system.
Right. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So I know you all sell Cherish pads, because I met you all at the Health and Wealth Conference hosted by Nicole McLean. I actually interviewed her before with Juvon's medical coding and billing. But so what are the main difference between the Cherish pads and your everyday pads you buy from the store and tampons in that little Diva cup, y'all?
Well, we'll show most of it in the demo, but like the store-bought pads, they're made out of trash, landfill trash, recycled newspaper, wood chips, fibers.
Just a bunch of...
And you sitting in a trash bag with trash in it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, women, they about to teach us something. When I met them, I learned some things that I did not know. And so once I learned
too along our journey.
Yeah, once I learned, I definitely, just letting y'all know, I invested my own money into buying these pads because I know for sure I have faith in these ladies and their knowledge that these things are going to help me, as well as the testimonies that I've heard and seen. So we're actually going to go and see a demo so you all can see the differences between a regular pad and a Cherish pad. So let's go do that.
Let's go. Alright, so this is what we have. Your leading brand, and this is ours, right? You see how thick it is? If you can tell how thick that is.
Let's see.
And then this is our, thin one. I'll break this down. Now I wish, we can somehow have the audience feel these, but can't feel them.
Ours is soft and it's a little bit rough.
Yeah, you can feel the difference. You can definitely feel the difference.
You can really see the difference.
As soon as you put it on, you can really, you can see the difference too. The quality of everything. So what we're gonna do is pour 50 milliliters of water on each of these. You can see, oh, it is upside down. Okay, so. And according to gynecologists, we bleed about 15 to 50 milliliters a day. Women do, and so this is why we're doing this.
Some bleed more, some bleed less.
So pretty much what we love about these pads so much. When I first tried it on, well, what happened when you first put it on?
Well, when I first tried it, because I used to be such a heavy cramper, I couldn't get up, move, walk, go to work. I used to even throw up. But as soon as I put this on, I noticed a complete difference in my cramps. It reduced to at least 90%.
So when you put it on,
as soon as I put it on,
you know it's the
the
difference.
very first time.
Yeah, with me, just by being a thin pad, I wasn't a person to ever wear thin pad because my flow is so heavy. So when I was like, I'm not putting on this little thing.
Right,
But when
so
when I put it on, I was able to, it was extremely comfortable. I wasn't thinking about that I'm on my menstrual cycle the entire time while I was on. So it did like slip my mind throughout my cycle, like throughout the day, like, you know, I'm still on my cycle. It did kind of slip my mind. And I was able to leave this bad boy on for quite some time without no smell.
Yeah, we tested out for 8 hours just to test it out. We wore it for at least 8 hours, was the most it can hold, with no smells or anything like that. No smells or leakages.
So what we're gonna do is press down on both of these at the same time. Looks like mine a little bit stronger than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it's totally dry. And this is no surprise because this is what we feel when you get up out the seat. You gotta check your seat. You feel that wetness right there. You gotta wear the jackets around your waist when you're in school. It's just uncomfortable for us to have to go through that. So you see you much more protected. It's not sanitary for us to have to sit in that toxin that just came up out of us because it's touching our skin and somehow that's going back into us and that's causing a lot of the problems too.
Yeah.
So it's good for us to be totally protected from actually sitting in our waist. Let me just break this down. And this is nothing but, you know, cheap material, synthetic rayon and ink. You know,
sitting on ink is not good for us to go back into our system.
And the I mean, some women actually can feel this irritable feeling sometimes when they have this on. That's why some women do tell us, I don't like pads because it's too rough on me. It's because of that material that you're sitting on. So the reason why this didn't absorb is because it's recycled newspaper, recycled landfill trash, wood chips,
fibers,
all kind of stuff. And what they do is bleach this about 6 to 8 times
until it turns white.
And during this bleaching process, it creates a chemical called dioxin. And if you do your research on dioxin, I mean, that's causing a lot of the problems that we're going through too. The ovarian cancers, the cysts, the fibroids, all the hormone imbalances that we're going through. It could be coming directly from the pads that we're sitting on. And this is exactly what a tampon is. This is sitting directly on our walls. So women that wear tampons maybe have more problems than women that don't. Like the fibroids or the infections or stuff like that. So after all that, these are the games they play with us. They put us in a trash bag. We hot and spicy, and they put us in this trash bag.
Nothing can breathe.
I call it a gladware. Nothing can breathe. And that's where that weird smell is coming from. And that's just grounds for bacteria for you to be sitting in that. And all that, you know, all your toxins.
So you got the trash, the wood chips, the fibers, plus your blood in a trash bag. So that's all that hot, smelly badness.
Yeah, that's definitely not. That's not no sanitary.
That's unsanitary.
That's an unsanitary pad. This right here is soft cotton, super soft. It's a little bit more absorbent than regular cotton, and it's much more comfortable on the body. This is where all the magic happens. This is a nano silver strip, algae strip infused with negative ions, and negative ions are found like at beaches or at waterfalls after thunderstorms. This is why you feel more relaxed or calm in those environments because of the negative ions. So this is why women are like, oh, I'm not PMSing anymore because this is changing your mood. Negative ions gets rid of bad bacteria that causes bad smells. It balances out your pH.
It pulls out toxins for any kind of infections.
And I can go on and on about the negative ions.
Because it's a list of things that a negative ion do, and you can just Google that.
Yeah, and we save these strips and we put them, you know, because we do demos all the time, so we actually save those strips. And we'll put them anywhere where we have pain at, if we have a headache. We put them in our shoes
because we be up all day.
And I don't really wear too many. I don't really like wearing socks, depending on what kind of shoes I have on. And my feet be smelling fresh, no sweat, and all that. So I really like it. And I don't know if the Himalayan salt lamp crystals have become real popular nowadays, and the pyramid shaped crystals. People are buying those and putting them in their homes and offices, is because when light hits it, it emits negative ions. So it's purifying the air, it's boosting the vibration in the room. So that's why people are buying those. So just imagine being able to sit on this. That's, you know, that's a blessing.
It's like bringing the beach to your drawers.
Right. Bring the beach to your feet.
Beach to your feet.
So this right here is this is our absorbency system. This is a plant-based polymer.
A super plant-based polymer.
Yes.
So it holds 10 times, well, how much?
300.
Something like that times its weight. It holds a lot of weight.
This right here, this is air layer paper, and this is another layer of protection. And what this does is, this pretty much locks everything down from the top of the pad down to the bottom of the polymers. So none of the toxins in your blood that comes out of you, it's not touching you, you're not feeling cold and wet. And you see it's perforated, so you see you can breathe. So this is why when I pressed down on it, the paper stayed totally dry, because this locks everything down from the bottom of the pad, from the top of the pad to the bottom of the polymers. You see how easy that tears. Okay. And I don't know if you can see these ventilation strips on here, but I'll lift this up. You know how that light shine, and we can get the ventilation strips, them lines.
Now you can totally breathe.
Yeah, so
we have a steam test where we got a cup. We put boiling hot water in it. We put this over.
Yeah.
The steam will go right on through.
Yeah,
but no water.
Water doesn't. So your body is totally able to breathe, and this actually is biodegradable. So you see how easy that's to. That's not no trash bag. And you see this still sitting here.
So-called.
Let me come a little closer to the.
This so-called 10
hour protection. I mean, this ain't been sitting for 10 minutes. This is still sitting there. You can actually see the it's changing colors. The chemicals are already coming up out of that. That's just, you know, that's gross.
And that's how the tampon is as well.
And you see, this has already absorbed all the water. You know, and what this does is these polymers keep your body cool from so you're not hot and spicy down there. This is keeping your body cool from that from weird bacteria being in a comfortable environment. And like she said, this holds up to 300 times its weight. I could keep pouring this, and it's just gonna keep on absorbing. And guess what? That's the daytime pad. That is our least absorbent pad. So the if you have an even heavier flow, the nighttime pads. Let me show them. These are the nighttime, and then these are the overnight. So these are extra long. Night and overnight. And what I showed you was the daytime. Yeah. SaveTheV.com. SaveTheV.com.
Okay, so besides the cramping that you had mentioned before as being a benefit of using the Cherish pads, what are some other benefits of using the Cherish pads?
Well, I mean, when I did my research I started to do my research on negative ions, because I was blown away from what I was experiencing and what the testimonies that we were receiving. So, I mean, it improves your metabolism. It's an antidepressant. So it's going to definitely boost your mood. Improves, gets rid of migraines, blood clots.
It will improve your circulation down there, get the blood flowing.
Yeah. I mean, I can go on, yeah.
It's a whole list.
Okay, and there's a long list of things that we have to deal with. So with just using a pad and not having to ingest medication or anything, that's a plus. That's like a triple plus.
Yeah.
So can y'all tell me a bit more about the Cherish Pads? Like, who founded the Cherish Pads? Who came up with this concept? This idea?
Well, it's four guys. Three of them
Four
black.
men, y'all. They looking out.
Yeah. Three black guys and a guy from Dominican Republic. This technology has actually been in Asia for over 15 years. They use the negative ions in their feminine products. So with them having this knowledge, they're like, okay, I can. This is crazy. You know, they have wives and daughters, and they were blown away from the information too, as well. Being that a lot of our ingredients in our products are banned in other countries, so it's like, what's going on with our women? So
right.
Yeah, so they got together and you know, did something big for the women.
They did.
You know,
they was looking out.
And their names are
Damon Crump, Damon Coleman, Spencer Iverson.
He's the CEO.
Spencer Iverson is the CEO, and Joe Medina.
Okay.
The integrity of these guys are out of this world. In third world countries, a lot of girls have to actually drop out of school when they come on their cycle, so they can't afford to buy pads. So they was like, we want everyone to be able to experience these pads at an affordable price without anyone saying, dang, I want them for my daughter because she cramp or she heavy bleed or she have infections, but I really can't afford them.
Right.
So being able to have them $5 a pack is, you know, no excuse why a woman shouldn't be able to share this information with her sister or her daughter or pass that on.
And then use them.
Yeah, and then use it for herself. So
yeah. Okay.
I love it.
That's great.
I love it too.
Now on the website, savethev.com, there's a section for testimonies. So what are some of the best and even inspirational testimonies that y'all have heard from women?
One woman told us that her daughters, they cry really bad, and she always have to, she has 3 daughters. She said that something about when they, you know, when their first few days of school, they can't go to school. Their first days of their cycle, they can't go to school.
I remember those days.
Yeah, and she said they're able to go to school. She ain't got to worry about pulling them out of school, leaving work, having to call somebody to pick them up from school because an incident might have happened, or and it's just and that's what I love. I love going to schools because it's like, I remember being in school. That's very uncomfortable when you first coming on those first few years. It's like you trying to figure out what is going on, and you feeling like you're the only girl in the world going through this.
Right.
And it's like you don't want to walk past nobody. You gotta make sure ain't no leakages, and it's just smells, all that stuff. So yeah, so that's what I really love about that with the little girls not having to have a embarrassing moments anymore and stuff like that. So
and I know mine's affected me so bad where, you know, I'm in 7th, 8th, 9th grade, and I'm already thinking about, okay, what about when I get in the real world and I start working a job? Like, am I gonna have to miss days off of work? Like, that's how bad it affects.
And we a lot of us women think it is normal. That's what some women do say. That's like, what you mean? Ain't that normal? It's not normal. It's common. It's not normal for us to have to, you know, bleed for 7 days or bleed heavy,
cramping
in pain every month. That's just stressful. I'm dealing with yeast infections and having to buy smell goods and getting like all these. It's just too much that we going through. And it is common.
We shouldn't have to mask it. There should be something that really just fixes it. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So again, if someone would like to purchase the Cherish pads, how can they do that?
By going to
SaveTheV.com.
SaveTheV.com.
Click here, and then it'll take you to where you can shop at. You get all types of
information.
Information.
The pads. It's also natural supplements on there too.
Okay.
That you all can check out. We also have the NowWeKnow.net campaign is exposing the harmful chemicals for our women. We also have the Right to Fight movement for our men. For the men, prostate cancer is
big for them.
Is the rate is rising for our men. So
Right.
we do have natural supplements for that. Sexual enhancement pills for him and her, testosterone and memory boosters, and they work amazing too.
Yes.
So
Okay,
all
great.
natural.
That's what's up. So, inspire, empower, uplift is the slogan of the Black Maverick.
Okay.
So, as representatives of Save the V, what are some inspiring or encouraging words, empowering words that you all would like to share with the Black community?
Keep supporting each other.
Support our Black women.
Support our Black men.
Stay aware and be aware.
Yeah, and get his health. Get your health in line. Get your health in check, because what we put in our bodies, and it really affects us in the long run. It's going to affect your children. So we got to get that in check, because it's a war. It's a war going on, and
it's a physical and a spiritual war going on.
Yeah, and we gotta be serious.
We gotta stay up, stay black, stay melanated, stay brown,
stay gold, and empowered. For real.
All right. So, if anyone would like to contact you all, work with you all, or just chat with you guys, get you guys to work at an event as vendors, maybe how can they get in touch with you all?
Well, first, Save the V have our number. When you pull up SaveTheV.com, and have our phone number. Social media, we have the movement page is SaveTheV_movement
On Instagram.
Save
the V _movement on Instagram, and our main
our
Instagram
personal
page.
Instagram page is the.go.ones.
With the S at the end.
The.gold.ones. The gold ones with a dot between each word. That's on Instagram.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And spell out ones, y'all.
Yeah,
ONES, yes.
All right. Well, thank you again, Mojo and Flo,
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thank you
in
for having
and
us.
speaking and helping. Let us all us women know, even the men, because men and
You can be
women
affected by it
we
too.
go hand in hand.
Yeah.
However, but thanks for letting us know about these pads.
We gotta
Again,
save
I
the
bought mine. I'm ready to use mine, y'all.
And she's
And
gonna
not have
give me
any
your
meds
testimony.
or anything, and I am going to give a testimony. So,
Mhm.
but thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.